Hey guys, Chris from Tillman Family Farms. Jamie's here with me. Dad's going to be working with us today too. So this is long overdue for us. We've had cows here for a long time, and we have done many things with cows, and we have not really been all that terribly successful at selling cows. Hey there, buddy. How you doing? Or selling meat just yet. We did process and sell some this past fall, and it did work out great, but our management has not been all that great. So we're about to change that. We are about to put up some electric cord, electric rope like we had for the pigs on the other side of this pasture this past summer. And the cows were able to learn that system last year. So we're about to, since spring is coming quickly for us, we're about to section them off to where they've got little bits of pasture in the woods, and we're going to continue to feed hay into the spring. But this is going to be the first portion of us rotating and day grazing these cows that for some reason love me so much right now. All right, so we've already kind of got started here. You can see this this line. Let's see if I can get out here. Yeah, you see the line of T-posts all the way up there to the front fence. That's actually not T-post. It's T-post and temporary post. We've got kind of a predetermined paddock size that we're going with to start with. Might not work, might not be enough, maybe too little. There also may not be enough forage in each one of these sections when they get there, so we may have to judge it by whatever it is. So, but what we're doing is behind me is where we've been feeding round bales. We're actually moving pigs through these woods now, but we're gonna section the cows off over here. And then if you look, I'm trying not to get y'all drunk, but if you look, we're gonna run all the way to a back fence. So we're gonna have a couple of small spots of pasture, but the purpose of this is to allow all of this other to grow up to where it's got a lot of forage in it, to where we can day graze it. And by the time they get to the last paddock of this that they haven't seen since last summer, that grass should be as tall as this electric fence. So that's what we're doing. I'm gonna get the rest of these posts up, and when I get that done, I'm gonna come back and talk to you about it a little bit more. But I got some help out here, so we're trying to get after it right this minute. All right, so we've got a strand up. We enticed all the cows back into the woods back there with a bag of feed that they don't normally get, but they really like it when they do. So, but anyway, where they're coming back from the mule, they just went and hooked up the charger on this line, so that if they do come this way, they already know this system. That we actually had a couple of them that didn't want to cross it with it just laying on the ground. So anyhow, work continues. We're gonna put up a second strand for now. So we are successful. We've got, yeah, so far. So we've got all the cows over there. Charger's there. This goes all the way to the back there. So they have all these woods, about 7 acres of woods. And then the little bit of grass. Of course, you can see there's a hay ring back there. We keep another hay ring in the back. We're gonna adjust those so that we can just come to the electric wire and dump the bales over, and then do what we have to do. That group of pigs up there on the hill, probably this afternoon or maybe tomorrow morning, will move that way, stay in the woods. But this is going to allow all of this pasture out here to grow up and catch up, and then we will be able to run paddock by paddock, day or 2-day moves. So that's the gist of this whole deal. Cows know what this wire's all about, man. They really do already, because of the way we ran the pigs out here last year. So they stay out of it pretty old good. And of course, then they have a pond over there for water. All right, so Jamie and Dad and I feel to this point that we have been successful. Our little ploy to get all the cows over there worked, even though we did stretch this wire out, and there were 2 of them that already knew it was all about, and they did not want to walk over it. I had to kind of coax them over it a little bit, and they finally went. But so they're all over there now. I guess we'll see over the next couple of days how well this works. Tacoma, the horse out there, you see him out there past Dad, he didn't want to go. And there's 2 donkeys that didn't want to go. So we're gonna try to get them over there as well, because we don't want to have to segregate hay and everything else through this process. But this is our attempt. So basically, from this line that we just put up, we're gonna come out another 100 feet from this line all the way down, and we're gonna put in another line all the way back to the fence. And then this whole section, this is gonna be 100 feet wide, will be segregated off in paddocks as this grass grows up. And we're gonna rotate and graze them that way, and hopefully that is going to get longer growth out of the pasture. And with it being able to grow up and have a lot of forage in each section before they ever get to it, there'll be more for them to eat in every paddock, so forth and so on as it goes on. So there's a lot of people that farm like this and that run cows like this that are very, very successful. So we are hoping to follow in their footsteps. To this point, we've been successful at calving, but not much of anything else. So hopefully we're going to change all that. So it's the next morning, and we didn't have too many doubts that this was going to work. Jamie is down there changing the lock out on the gate down there at the road. So all the cows are going over there to see what's going on with her. But we were able to use this last year to keep them out of an area. So we were pretty confident that they were going to respect it. This is Tacoma. He's the oldest horse that we have, and he's the most cantankerous fool that I've ever met. He wouldn't go on the other side of that electric wire. And if we put him in the other pasture with the other horses, he likes to swim through the pond and get into the barn. So, not quite sure what we're gonna do with him. But anyway, for the rest of this video, we're gonna show you what we feel like it is managing and using the property for the most of what we can get out of it. So there's pigs in a set over there with those cows now. So we're about to collect our things for another paddock, and we're gonna go out here and we're gonna move those pigs. They're still gonna be inside with cows, but we're using those woods over there for that. So we're gonna show you guys that too while we're at it. All right, so like I was talking about, to finish this video off, we're gonna show you guys how we're trying to utilize all of this space. So we've got the cows over here. The cows are respecting the wire, and we started running this group of pigs through these woods. So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna move them the next section over, and just trying to manage the space that we have to the best of the ability that we can. So pigs and cows all in the same area, and the cows have been respecting the pigs netting and things like that. So that's been going pretty good. So we're gonna get setting up this next pen and get these guys rolled over into the next one. So the cows are cleaning up the last bit of that round bell. We're gonna move that ring out closer to the electric wire, probably back over there under that pine tree over there, because where that pine needles fall, ground's not all that viable anyway. So putting the round bell ring over there so that they will not destroy the ground so bad is a much better place for it. I gotta get these calves off these girls. Some of them look kind of rough. Old calves dragging them down pretty bad. So this is this guy's first move. Jamie just pointed that out to me. They got out here by a piglet box a couple weeks ago. So learning the ways of the pastured pig. And they're like, oh man, it's like a whole brand new bedroom. It'll take them a little bit, but they'll all ease right on over. And the last one takes the leap of faith. Yeah, pig, 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 pig. So everybody's checking out the new digs. Oh man, look there, we got some rotted logs. Piggy heaven. All right, well the pigs are moved over and they've got a charger on them right there. My T-post was a little tall, so nothing reached. So anyhow, we're gonna break this one down real quick. The cows are gonna get really nosy about that. And then we're gonna look at hay, see if we need to get some hay over here. Gotta check the back ring and see if there's still half a bale back there. We try to press them to clean it up before we waste it. this thing has got to be 850 to 900 feet, I would think. So everything to the left of what you're seeing is where the cows will be held up now, and that's about 7 acres of woods, and then we probably left about an acre's worth of grass area out. But this is what it is. We're trying to make the best of all the space that we have. And we go all the way to the road right there. All of this is powered by a Gallagher S40 solar charger. It worked really, really well for us last year, so we're using it again. But show you where we put this hay out up here, and that's going to be it for this one. All right, guys, like we talked about earlier, under these couple of pine trees, there's another big pine tree over here. We put out this round bale of hay. We moved the ring over here because it's not going to hurt the ground here anyway. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. We appreciate you guys watching. If you don't mind, please go down and like and subscribe. We hope that you learned something, and we hope that you enjoy watching these videos. We will see you on the next one.